4 ears. Not a mistake, not Photoshop. 4 fully functional ears on one tiny kitten's head. And the comments that followed her rescue photo would break your heart. That's unnatural. Nobody will want that. Just let it go. But what happened next proved that sometimes the most extraordinary souls are the ones everyone else overlooks. The photo appeared on a rescue page late one Thursday night. A small gray kitten with the most unusual feature anyone had ever seen. 2 regular ears where they should be, and 2 smaller ones right in front of them. 4 fully formed ears on one tiny head. The caption was simple: "Special needs kitten available for adoption. Please share." Within minutes, the post had dozens of comments. But here's what most people don't realize about animals that look different. The comments weren't all kind. Some were curious, some were supportive, but others, that's not natural. Why would anyone want that? Probably has other problems too. Each cruel word felt like a knife, especially to the woman who'd found that post at 11:47 p.m., unable to look away from those innocent eyes staring back through the screen. Her name was Sarah, and she'd been scrolling mindlessly after another exhausting day. 2 golden retrievers already filled her home with chaos and love. Her house was complete, or so she thought. But something about this kitten pulled at her heart in a way she couldn't explain. Maybe it was the way Midas sat in that photo, small and vulnerable, with a tiny white heart-shaped patch visible on her chest. Or maybe it was knowing that kittens who look different often never find homes at all. If you've ever felt that pull, that instant connection to an animal that just needs someone to see them, you're not alone. And if you believe every creature deserves love regardless of how they look, hit that subscribe button right now. Because these stories matter, and you being here matters. The rescue had found Midas in a backyard colony. A stray mother cat had given birth to 6 kittens, and 5 of them looked completely normal. But Midas was born with a rare genetic mutation. 4 ears, all fully formed, all connected to her ear canals. The vets explained it was incredibly rare, maybe 1 in thousands of cats. They also mentioned she had a slightly crooked jaw, but it didn't affect her eating or quality of life. Sarah made the call the next morning. Her voice was steady, but her heart was racing. "I saw the post about the 4-eared kitten. Is she still available?" There was a pause on the other end. "You want to adopt her?" the rescue coordinator asked, surprise evident in her tone. "We've had a lot of interest, but most people just want to see her. Nobody's actually asked to take her home." That sentence broke something inside Sarah. People wanted to look, to stare, to take photos, but nobody wanted to love her. "I want to adopt her," Sarah said firmly. "When can I pick her up?" 3 days later, Midas came home. She was smaller than Sarah expected, fitting easily in the palm of one hand. Those 4 ears were even more striking in person, the front pair slightly smaller but perfectly symmetrical, and that little white heart on her chest seemed to glow under the light. The first challenge, the dogs. 2 massive golden retrievers who'd never met a cat before. Sarah set Midas down carefully in the living room, ready to intervene if needed. The dogs approached slowly, sniffing with intense curiosity. Midas didn't flinch. She sat perfectly still, those 4 ears perked up in all directions, taking in every sound, every movement. Then she did something unexpected. She reached out one tiny paw and bopped the nearest dog right on the nose. Not aggressively, more like, "I'm here now, deal with it." And somehow it worked. Within a week, Midas was sleeping between both dogs on the couch, purring so loudly you could hear it from across the room. She'd claimed her spot in the family with zero hesitation, as if she'd always known this is where she belonged. But here's where things get interesting. Sarah started sharing photos of Midas online, just casual posts showing her new family member. The response was overwhelming. Thousands of people began following Midas's story. Messages poured in from around the world. Some were beautiful. "She's perfect exactly as she is. Thank you for giving her a chance." But others revealed something darker about how we viewed differences. Now here's a question that matters. Some people believe animals with special needs or unusual features should be adopted out of pity as charity cases. But others believe these animals aren't broken at all. They're just different, and different doesn't mean less. Which perspective do you agree with? Should we adopt special needs animals because we feel sorry for them, or because we see their true value? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation changes how we approach adoption altogether. The truth Sarah discovered: Midas wasn't limited by her 4 ears. If anything, they made her more aware, more alert, more connected to everything happening around her. She'd turn her head at sounds Sarah couldn't even hear. She'd react to the dogs moving in other rooms. Those 4 ears weren't a disability. They were her superpower. One evening, about 2 months after adoption, something happened that revealed just how deep the bond had grown. Sarah received an emergency call. Her father had been rushed to the hospital. She grabbed her keys and jacket, barely registering Midas sitting by the door, watching with those intense green eyes that seemed to see everything. Sarah returned at 3 a.m., emotionally drained and exhausted. She expected Midas to be asleep somewhere, warm. Instead, she was sitting in the exact same spot by the door, waiting. The moment Sarah walked in, Midas wound around her legs in figure eights, purring louder than ever before. Then she did something she'd never done. She jumped onto Sarah's lap the moment she sat down, pressed her small head under Sarah's chin, and stayed there, purring, comforting, knowing somehow that her human needed her. In that moment, Sarah understood. Midas hadn't needed saving. She'd been doing the saving all along. Today, Midas's silver-gray coat gleams in the sunlight that streams through her favorite window spot. That white heart on her chest is more visible now, a daily reminder that love doesn't require perfection. Her 4 ears still turn and twitch independently, picking up sounds from every direction, and every single morning she wakes Sarah with gentle paw taps to the face, as if to say, "I'm here, you're not alone." But here's what keeps Sarah awake some nights. What if she'd scrolled past that photo? What if she'd listened to the doubts, the warnings, the voices saying special needs cats are too much work? Where would Midas be now? And more importantly, how many other Midases are sitting in shelters right now, waiting for someone to look past the different label and see the soul underneath? The rescue coordinator called recently. A family wanted a kitten, specifically one that was normal and easy. She asked Sarah, half joking, if she ever regretted taking the 4-eared cat instead of waiting for something simpler. Sarah looked at Midas, sprawled across her laptop keyboard, making work impossible, but making everything better. "Regret," she repeated softly. "I didn't adopt a special needs cat. I adopted the most perfect soul I've ever known. She just happens to have 4 ears."